So you guys might remember a while back when Johnny Somali thought he was untouchable until he finally got punched in the face by a Korean Navy SEAL. Well, believe it or not, to this day he has faced more punishment for what he did than Johnny Somali has yet to receive for all of what he's done to the people of Korea. A little bit of mismatch there, you know what I mean? Like, they are a joke of a legal system. And I don't want to hear anybody say, well, this gives them more time to get more charges. That stopped being useful months ago. Like, if I had a direct line of contact to the people in charge over there, I would be banned from entering the country from how much shit I would talk to them. I would talk so much shit that my messages themselves would be stinky. They'd be like, you smell that? Yeah, I think we got another message. This one's not good. This one reeks. It's a long one. Like, they fined this guy $7,000 for punching Johnny one time. It wasn't like he was on top of him unloading elbows like he was fucking John Jones. He punched him once and then got pulled away as shown in the video. And he was able to raise $3,000 in donations to help pay this off, but the YouTuber donut operator actually sent him the rest of what he needed because even he knows how much of a piece of shit Johnny Somali is. He replied to his own tweet saying, I'll pay for the rest of the fine with "you thought I was joking," and shows a screenshot of him sending him 4,000 big ones. 4,000 biggins. And that should have been the end of it. Should have called it quits right there. He paid the fine, so now let's get Johnny out of here. But remember, like I said, the Korean government is absolute dick at doing their job. So on top of that $7,000 fine he received, he is also facing 4 additional charges. The Korean Navy SEAL, who I'll just call Dal, said, "Thank you very much, donut operator. I respect him and thank you very much for helping me. To tell my foreign friends about my current situation, I have been fined 1.5 million won for assault related to Somali and Hank. And I have 4 more punishments for intimidation and stalking. They also aim to extort money from me by filing additional civil suits. And now Somali and Hank have no money. I am also living a life of gratitude." And then he just says thank you a couple more times. Now, the fact that someone in Johnny's position, Johnny himself, can still try and extort money from others proves even more how pathetic the Korean government is. I think I have Korean neighbors. I gotta tone it down with that. But they'll bitch about foreigners coming into their country causing a ruckus and then literally let them continue to do so while being able to try and sue someone, only adding to your already slow as shit legal system. I wouldn't be surprised if Johnny's next court appearance was for this lawsuit against the guy who punched him. But thankfully, I don't see any of that happening, seeing as you apparently have to pay a bunch of money to the government if you even want to sue someone, only adding to the stupidity that is the Korean government.
And now Hank and Johnny are saying, we're going to file a civil lawsuit because Hank will sue anything. Hank will sue like a fly for landing on his shoulder. So he has threatened a civil lawsuit. Now, here's the interesting thing about a civil lawsuit and why this is not going to be the W that people think it is. A civil lawsuit in Korea requires a massive deposit. So you've got to pay the deposit. You've got to pay your own attorney's fees. So you don't get attorney fee recovery in a civil lawsuit. Mind you, Johnny is broke.
So I guess that works in stopping people from just suing everyone like how they do over here. But also, like he said, Johnny is broke. And he can try and act like he has his own money.
Legal mindset and these channels, they spread like fake narrative that like, I'm penniless and things like this. It's not true.
But there are interviews that he's done that contradict that.
I have sacrificed my finances. You know, like I've actually, like Johnny ran out of money because they refused Johnny to work. So I've been actually providing for him.
He's been helping me a lot. He's been helping me with not only like legal fees and stuff like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's helped me pay for a lawyer and stuff like that. And he's a great friend. Like, honestly, I respect him for that.
Imagine being that much of a fucking loser to where you would sacrifice any part of your life for Johnny. And this shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. This is the same guy who's obsessed with America despite never stepping foot here. So I actually forgot that I made a video on this, but he's actually been in America and he's been arrested by the fucking ATF for the weapons he had. This dude is a self-proclaimed Asian Nazi. That's the reason he doesn't come back to America. He's staying in Korea because if he comes back here, the ATF is going to have him under surveillance 24/7, wondering what he's gonna do next. An autistic Asian with a gun is like any autistic person with a gun.
I risk my family not paying my tuition to help Johnny because I believe that helping Johnny was right.
His mom hates you. Your mom hates you, right?
Yeah. My mom hates you. My grandparents hate you.
And you said, despite all that,
Despite
he's
all
my
that.
friend, and wrong is being done to him, and I'm gonna make sure that he gets out of Korea safely.
Yeah.
This guy has to be on the spectrum to some degree because he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He is literally explaining to us how he is ruining his life for someone while gaining nothing from it other than an annoying black roommate. What is he gonna do when Johnny goes to jail? Whenever the hell that is. Like when I make videos about him, it's about the stuff that goes somewhat viral. But there are things being posted every day on him. Like this account and the one called Cancel Johnny's post almost every day. I've never seen someone who apparently is facing mandatory jail time still be able to live life like they aren't. And it's only going to get worse. Like they say his next court date is in like 2 weeks, but that's for one of the first things he got in trouble for. And even then, it's not even going to be a real punishment. They're going to tell him what he's charged with and be like, come back at a later time, but don't be getting too much trouble. We don't want you spending your whole life in jail. Like we are possibly years away from actually seeing this guy go to jail, even if that. I'm actually starting to think that they're going to let him off with a fine. Yeah, I know this said mandatory jail time, but at this point, I'm not believing anything until I see it. And right now, I'm not seeing jack shit. But yeah, guys, I'm not even going to say hopefully, but let's just see what happens after this next trial, because after this, then we'll really see where we're at with this guy going to jail. Because if it's another come back and see us next time, then it's for sure going to be years. Until tomorrow, peace.